Hi, this is Thad Shoemaker. I'm here with MECATX, and we're going to build a circuit board today. It's a color circuit board, and we're going to use it's a RGB board. So we're going to go put three potentiometers or three rheostats on there, and you can adjust it. It's a sliding rheostat, so you can slide it for more or less voltage. Okay, and this is a power source for our circuit board. It's a C connector, USB-C connector that goes on the board, and this is our RGB LED. Okay, and we're going to put it on the circuit board. It's pretty simple. The only thing you can really mess up on this is putting the light in there, and I was messed up when I tried it the first time, but Alex taught me the right way to do it. And on it, if you look on the board, okay, it shows where the negative is. Okay, and on the LED, the 4-pin LED, the longer one is the negative. So it goes red, then negative, then green, then blue. That's how it goes on the board. Okay, the potentiometers are pretty cool because you can't really mess them up. They only go in the board one way. Okay, and I'll show you how to install the potentiometers. Okay, if you look at it, you have the spacing is like a triangle right here, so you just kind of look at your potentiometer and make sure it slides in there the right way. They go on pretty easy, like that. So that's going to be my red rheostat or potentiometer. Then I'll install the green one. And they come already set to the 0 position, so that's another way, a little clue to make sure you put them in the correct way. You can't put them in wrong. So I'll try to put this one in backwards just to show you. You can see this one right here. If it's already in the 0 position or 0 voltage position, if I try to put it in there, it will not line up on my board. The boards are made to where you can only put these in one way. That goes in just like that. Okay, and the last thing is my LED light. Okay, if you look closely on the board, there is a negative mark right there. Also, Alex was showing me that one side of this is flat. One side of the LED light is flat. So the flat side, and if you look at the board, the circle on there has a little flat side on it too. So that's another little clue to help you not mess it up. So I'm going to go ahead and put this into making sure that long one goes in the negative hole. It's a little bit tricky because sometimes these get bent up a little bit. But there you are, I'm in there all the way. And the last thing I have to put in is my power source, my USB-C connector. It goes over here on this side. And obviously the board, you want it open toward the open side. And it'll only go in there one way anyway too. So it goes in right here. And this one fits a little bit loosely, but that's the board put together. So preferably, if I'm testing this out, and we don't have it hooked up right now, we don't have it soldered yet, but if I move the red one all the way to the top, yeah, the light should turn red. That would be, what would the code for that be? Haley, you remember? It's FF00. Oh, and I just knocked my power source out. That's okay. Okay, so I'm going to move that all the way down. Now if I move the green one up all the way, you give it a try. What would the code for that be if I move the green up all the way? I'll give you a hint. That's a 0. This would be what?
I don't remember.
FF. So that'd be 0 FF 0. And that should make green. Okay, and if I move that down and I move this one up, I'll give you a try, Haley. There's kind of a pattern here. What should that be? What would the code? 00 FF. Okay. And here's a trick one. What's the code if they're all the way down?
0000.
Okay. What's the code if they're all the way up?
FF.
There you go. What color? What would that make if I had them all the way up like that? That's a trick. What is it when I mix all those together?
Black.
No, opposite. It's white. It's white. All the way down would be black. They'd be off. They'd be off all the way down. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go ahead. We got the board put together right here to solder. And my gun, the battery went dead on it. Okay, so I'm just going to show you, kind of talk you through the process of soldering. I'm just going to check and see. It may have charged up in that time. No, it's still. Evidently, this is the first time using this gun, and we figured out that you have to be relatively quick. The battery doesn't hold for a long period of time. I left it on for too long. Is what happened. So I'm just kind of going to simulate. On my soldering gun right here, okay, I have this little damp sponge right here, so I can use that to clean my tip after soldering for a period of time. If it gets dirty, I can go ahead and clean it with that. Okay, and also it also helps me tell if it's hot or not. So if I put it on there and it starts to steam, I know my gun's all the way to heat. Okay. Another thing I like to do is called tinning. Okay, you tin the tip of it. So before you solder, especially if you after you clean the tip, okay, you just put a little bit of solder on there on the tip on there, and it should turn a little bit more of a duller color. Okay, and then when I'm soldering. So I'm going to go on the rheostat right here, on this rheostat pin right here. And when you're soldering, okay, you don't, a lot of times I see people try to melt the solder down onto it. And really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put the heat where I want the solder to go. Okay, I'll do it on this one, it's a little bit easier to see. Okay, so if I just put the heat right here, okay, and I leave it there for a period of about 10 seconds, that should get it hot enough to where if I put the solder on there, it's going to pull the solder where I want it to go. So it's going to pull it from that side of the pin to the other side of the pin. Okay. And same thing. I would go through here on all these terminals we're going through, and I would add solder to them. I'm adding the heat at a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to add the solder at a 45-degree angle too. Alex, you got anything to add to that? You've done this a few more times, probably more recent. What am I not?
I think you're getting everything.
Okay, so that pretty much talks through the steps for soldering. Obviously, you want to be in a well ventilated area because there's some fumes coming off of here. Well lit area so you can see real well, and that's pretty much all there is to building a color circuit board. Oops.